Hey guys, I'm having trouble with this one. I just got done watching Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. This morning when I looked at Rotten Tomatoes, I had seen that they had given this movie an average score of 55 out of 100%. And I was thinking, y'all are being way too hard on this film. No, they weren't. No, no, no. They were being actually pretty nice. I'm not sure who was rating this film so highly, but it wasn't good, to say the least. As a Jurassic Park fan, I am disowning this film. This is not a canon film. It can be canon they can say it's canon, it's not canon. It's dumb, it's bullshit. First off, I'd like to say that for this film, they killed off every single dinosaur supposedly on Site B. If you don't know what Site B is, that's the setting for Jurassic Park 2 and Jurassic Park 3. All of those carnivores, the buck and the doe, Tyrannosaurus Rex, and their little baby, and all the velociraptors and the Spinosaurus are all dead, according to the website that led up to this film. Because the website is supposed to be canon that leads up to this film. Bullshit. Anyway, I have a little checklist here, so if I look down, I'm not looking at my junk or my phone. I'm over here looking to keep myself on track. I gotta stay focused on this one. Anyway, the beginning was decent. The first opening scene, or the opening scene in general, you got these mercenaries working for the bad guy, trying to get the Indominus Rex skeleton, or a piece of it anyway. And as you know, if you've seen the first one, it's at the bottom of the Mosasaurus tank. They're like, oh, the Mosasaurus should be dead by now. Should be dead by now. Wouldn't you want to know if you were going in there, even if you were in a submarine, that that bitch was dead for sure? Personally, I would like to know that. If I was going down there, if that giant fucking man-eating dinosaur were dead, it should be dead. I'm sure it's dead. It should have been starved by now. Oh, it wasn't dead, by the way. Just to let you know, spoiler alert, there are a lot of spoilers in this. It wasn't dead. It ate the submarine, and it escaped. Fast forward, you see the opening screen where it says Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, yeah, 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 music, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you've got a bunch of bullshit that you've seen on the trailers about them debating whether or not to save the dinosaurs. They ultimately decide not to, and that's when you have Claire saying this is bullshit. We need people to help save the dinosaurs that I didn't really care for in the first film, but I learned to care for well, in between the first and second film. And so you've got someone from her past say, hey, I want to help you too, but it's not exactly legal, so I gotta make sure that don't tell nobody. And that right there lets you know that she's gonna get betrayed. Also, if you've seen the trailer, she yells out, oh, he lied to us, so you know she's getting betrayed. Anyway, they get to the island. She convinces Owen to go because Owen can't leave Blue to die. You have all these mercenaries there, and Owen and Claire's like, "Oh, you guys, you started pretty early. Yeah, you got so many dinosaurs already." And Owen's like, "Huh, that's weird." And he just goes along with everything else. He notices something's off, that they already have a bunch of species of dinosaurs, and they've only been there for like 12 hours. So, what the fuck? That doesn't seem right. But you know what? I'll go along with you, even though I think you're working for the same people that Hodgkins was working for in the first film. Turns out he was right. He gets betrayed too. They leave Claire, the guy with the glasses, and Owen on the island to die. So that's why when you see like them running down the hill and they're both in the gyrosphere and he's running behind them, they get left behind and they're running for their lives as the volcano erupts and they end up in the ocean, gyrosphere. Everything you've seen in the trailer, so there's nothing new, so there's nothing shocking. So you're waiting and waiting and waiting. Okay, what's going to happen next? They finally get out of the little bubble because they're going to drown to death. Owen helps them, survive. They get out of the water, watch all the other dinosaurs swimming around them sink to the bottom. So sad. And they start looking for the boat. They find the boat and they see that they have captured the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and they've captured a Suchomimus and a Baryonyx, and then they've captured a bunch of other herbivores. And they also have captured Blue, which, by the way, Blue is like hurt because someone decided to shoot her with a regular bullet instead of using a tranquilizer because he was getting eaten to death by her because he decided to shoot her. I don't know. Anyway, Blue, they captured Blue. She's dying on the boat, and they need to give her some blood. Well, they don't have any other raptors. They need to give her a transfusion. A transfusion. So a doctor on the boat says, "Well, I think the DNA from another dinosaur, another carnivore would work. Probably one with 2 to 3 fingers. Just say you want some T-Rex blood for the Velociraptor. Just say it. Because you know that's what's going to happen." And sure enough, they go and look for the T-Rex, even though there's a bunch of other smaller dinosaurs to choose from. They got the Baryonyx and the Suchomimus on the ship, but they want the Tyrannosaurus Rex blood. So they get some. You've seen the trailer. The bitch wakes up. She's mad as hell. They stuck her with a needle, and she tries to bite Owen, who escapes. And they say, "Oh, this is awesome." They close the thing up again while she's rampaging in the cage. They go back to Blue. They give her some blood. They take the bullet out. She's fine. They end up at the house. And apparently, while they were at the house, or while they were on the ship, the bad guy called a bunch of people from the black market because he's got their number on speed dial, apparently. All these mobsters and all these other pharmaceutical companies that are looking for dinosaurs to experiment on and to clone themselves. He decides to call them all up and auction off the dinosaurs. Why does he need the money, though? He's super rich. He runs a multi-million-dollar company. It's because he sunk all of his money into the Indoraptor that he already made. And so he came to find out that, the Indoraptor that we made is a prototype because he doesn't know how to follow fucking directions. First off, he's a boy. He's got a bunch of testosterone running through his veins. Even though Henry Wu said that he only makes female dinosaurs for that specific reason. I guess he broke the rule on this one. And so he made the Indoraptor. It doesn't listen to anybody. It's a prototype, and it follows some direction, but it has to be, like, controlled. Like, you gotta, like, actually, like, show it where to go with a fucking laser pointer. It needs a laser pointer in order to attack whatever it's going to attack. And then once you got the laser locked onto it, you press the button, and whatever the laser's pointing at, it'll go and attack. So during the auction, where they're making millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars, selling off these exotic, endangered dinosaurs, they decide for whatever reason to show a prototype of a dinosaur they're never ever going to sell, according to Henry Wu, because it doesn't listen to people. It's really smart, it's really dangerous, got a bunch of fucking powers, and it doesn't listen to nobody. That's why it's the prototype. And that's why they needed Blue in this film, actually. It wasn't for her DNA, even though they said that it was for her DNA. They lied. The reason why they needed Blue is because when they clone more Indoraptors, they need it to be those Indoraptors' mother. They need Blue to show the other Indoraptors how to behave. Now, let's rewind back to Jurassic World when you had the boy who caught or tried to catch the pig fall into the raptor cage. Blue was kind of a bitch. She sort of led the charge on, hey, let's get this motherfucker. He just fell into our cage and we're hungry. Rewind back to what I just said about the whole Blue needs to, show these Indoraptor babies how to behave. What the fuck are you talking about? She was going to eat a defenseless person. She led the charge against this defenseless boy who fell into a cage trying to catch a fucking pig. And you're gonna have this raptor teach the Indoraptors, who are larger, faster, more deadlier than she is, how to behave? That don't make no sense, y'all. That makes absolutely no sense. It's nonsensical. You don't need her DNA. You need her to teach these things how to behave. Wouldn't you rather have Owen do that for you, considering he taught her how to behave? Nah. We need the dinosaur to teach other dinosaurs how to behave. I'm sorry, that's such stupid bullshit. Saying that out loud makes no sense to me. Come on now, who wrote this nonsense? It's garbage. It's garbage. Anyway. Dinosaurs aren't the only thing being cloned in this film. And I thought that was so stupid. They're cloning people. Yeah, there's a clone in this movie. And I'm thinking to myself, Clone Wars, which clone's gonna win? The people, the dinosaurs? It's just all a bunch of dumb bullshit. The very end. I'm just gonna skip to the end because I'm tired of talking about this film. You've got Claire, who's watching all the dinosaurs in the basement dying because someone accidentally bumped into a tank of gas, and they're all down in the in the basement, choking to death. You can see him go, ah, ah. You see, I don't know why they decided to show the dinosaurs choking on poisonous gas, but they did. Ah, just ah, ah. And I feel no sympathy. I don't feel bad for them. For one thing, the CGI is kind of bad, but for another thing, they spend half the film like trying to eat people, and the herbivores try to like horn people and like gore them and just be mean to them. So while they're in there, just in the basement dying, and Claire's crying, she's like, "We gotta let him out," and Owen's like, "What? We gotta let him out? We're in the middle of Nebraska. We gotta let him out. We gotta let him out." So she starts opening the cages, and then Owen's like, "Claire." As calm, like so calm, so oddly calm in the situation. Claire, if you let them out, there's no going back. You got a gun in your hand. Hit that bitch upside the head, knock her ass out, and then in 25 minutes, when they're all lying dead on the floor, you'll say you're sorry. She's like, "Oh, I gotta let him out," and she's about to press the button. She looks at the dinosaurs, looks at Owen, and it's like, "No, I can't." And she closes the little thing that lets them out. And then they hug, and they cry, and they're watching the dinosaurs, and all of a sudden, the green lights start flashing, and the door opens anyway. And they're like, "What happened?" They turn around. The little girl from the trailer decided to let him out. I had to let him out. I had to let him out. Bitch, you just let out a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a bunch of pterodactyls, a velociraptor, and a bunch of other dinosaurs in the middle of Nebraska. Congratulations, little girl. You just destroyed Nebraska. I mean, there's not much in Nebraska anyway, but that's not the point. The point is, they should have let the dinosaurs die. They did this so that way there would be a third Jurassic World, and I'm not going to see that movie. I'm sorry, this movie, there's so much that I didn't even talk about, but there's so much to talk about that this movie had to offer in the way of garbage. It's like, how come no one has bothered to spoof this? Oh wait, you can't because you can't like write this even any more like badly. It's just poorly written. It's just stupid stuff. It's just stupid stuff, and I'm over here and I just don't know how to express how disappointed I am with this nonsense. God, I'm sweaty. You know what? I'm wasting all my energy on this. I could be playing Halo right now. If y'all want to go see that movie, go see the movie. If you want to leave a comment below, leave a comment below. Tell me how you feel. If you love the movie, like probably a little bit of you might. Because people were walking out this film, they were so quiet. And this one girl was like, "It's all right." And the girl standing next to her, "No, it was amazing." And she's like, "It was all right. It was all right." There were people started clapping at the end when the credits came up, and they stopped real quick when they realized nobody else was clapping because there was nothing to clap for. That shit was stupid. The very last scene of this film, you got Blue standing on a rock, like doing that little like like honk honk like sort of call, and you see her turn around, like the camera angle turn around, and she's at the top of a subdivision, looking down at a subdivision full of people. That's how this film ends. What? What? Why would you end the film that way? What is that supposed to mean? That she's gonna go and start terrorizing the neighborhood? Jurassic World 3, the neighborhood. Watch out, there's a velociraptor on the loose. Are you afraid? You should be. There's a velociraptor on the loose. Dumb bullshit. Go see it. Or don't. I don't really care.